Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be trying out some winged liner stamps. These are the Vamp stamp, like winged liner stamps. It says the only way to wing it. The Vavavoom wing stamp. They do come in two sizes. There's a medium and a large. I did pick up both of them just to try them out and see which one works better for my eyes. I have seen Tati do a video on these like a while ago. I can't even remember how long ago she posted that video, but it's been a while. And I just was recently looking up like unique beauty tools and I seen them again and I was like, I'm just gonna try these out because these things look so freaking cool, and if they can help me with my winged eyeliner game, it'll be well worth it. These do retail for $25, which is kind of expensive. I feel like for a stamp, like really expensive, but if it's something that actually works and will help you like achieve really great winged liner in a shorter amount of time, I think it'll be worth it. So that's what we're going to be testing out today to see if it is the real deal. That is what it looks like right there. They have their own website and they do have their own liner that you're supposed to use with it, but I was not gonna buy their liner. I am just going to be using this one from ColourPop. This is one of my favorite liners. It's in the shade Workout. ColourPop's liners I feel like are so underrated. They are so good, and this one is by far my favorite. It's kind of like a deep forest green, and I feel like with my eyes it makes them pop. So love this. This is what we're going to be using today. I'm going to attempt to open it. It's not cooperating with me. Ugh, okay. This is the medium one. This is kind of what it looks like. And then this is the little wing right there. It looks actually really precise. On the package, it looks like it had a pretty like thick tip to it, but on the actual stamp, it looks kind of fine. I like a really nice sharp edge, I guess. So that's one thing that I was kind of nervous about, but it actually looks like it's pretty thin, which is good. And then this is what the large one looks like right there. That actually looks really big. I don't even know if this one's going to fit on my actual eye because it's so long. Maybe it will. I don't know. I do also want to mention to you guys my 3 favorite brushes that I use for winged liner. I don't do winged liner all that often because honestly I'm not that great at it and it takes a lot of time. So I mean, I'm lazy like that. When it comes to makeup, I'd rather just throw on some lashes or pile on the mascara and not even worry about eyeliner. But when I'm feeling a little frisky and want to attempt to do winged liner, I will always reach for one of these 3 brushes. This one is a newer one to my little collection. This is the E06 winged eyeliner brush. These are all from Sigma, by the way. I really like Sigma eye brushes and I feel like their liner brushes are some of the best out there. This one has a really nice little slant to it and it's super thin. It's just perfect for creating a perfect line out here, you know what I mean? I don't really like this for filling in so much because it is really thin and I feel like it takes quite a long time, but it's great for precision. It is great even if you use one of these other brushes to do your wing here. It's perfect just to take with a little bit of concealer or makeup remover and just clean up the line. This brush is fantastic. I feel like it's taken me a little while to get used to it, but it's so great. So love that one. This one is another new one to my collection. This is the E10 small eyeliner brush. This one is pretty long and it is nice and thin. It's pretty dense, so it doesn't have a lot of like hairs that fray out everywhere, which I think is really nice and helpful for getting into the inner part of the eye, like right here. If you use something that's really fluffy or fat in the inner part of the eye, I always screw up my eyeliner whenever I'm using a brush like that. But this one is seriously so nice to draw on the line, like, you know, on your upper lash line. I like suck at explaining things. This is why I don't have a winged liner tutorial on my channel, okay? My all-time favorite eyeliner brush is this one, the E11. I've used this so much. I need to get 2 or 3 more because this one I've had for so long that it is starting to fray. This one is perfect to create your wing, to fill it all in. It's amazing. It's a little bit shorter than the E10 and it's a little bit fatter, so it definitely is a lot better for filling in, but it's my most used, hands down. This is the one I typically always reach for. If this one's dirty, then I will reach for something else, but usually every time I do a winged liner, I'm almost always using this brush. All 3 of those are amazing. I definitely recommend them, and we will probably be using one of them today because this just stamps on the wing part, so we'll have to fill it in. I don't know which one we're gonna use yet, but I just thought I'd share with you my favorite brushes. So we're gonna go ahead and just get started. I think I'm going to do the medium for one side and then the large for the other. We'll go ahead and start off with the medium first. It doesn't really come with any instructions, so I guess it's just like self-explanatory. I'm not going to like dip it into the liner because I feel like that could be very messy. So I think I'm just gonna take my eyeliner brush, get it coated with the product, and then stamp it to the eye. I think I want to do the medium on this eye. So we're gonna like line it up with our lower lash line here. I don't feel like that worked very well. I mean, it kind of gave you a guide, so like if you wanted to go in and work with it, you could. Let's try. All right, that did not work very well. Let's try and coat it a little bit more here. Maybe you have to have like a ton of product on here. I just don't want it to be like clumpy, you know? I don't think this is really helping, like at all. It doesn't want to deposit the color onto my eye. Let's see if we can fix it. I really thought this was going to work. I'm just gonna take a little bit of makeup remover. This is just like a little sample that I've had. We're just gonna try and fix this a little bit. I'm gonna take my E06 liner brush. All right, that is what the medium one looks like. I feel like it's a little bit longer than what it's advertised as because I really had to go in there and kind of fix it. I feel like the product like did not want to come off the stamp. I even tried it on the back of my hand and that's like what I got. I don't know if it's the liner or if it's the stamp. I don't really know. I would definitely say as far as that goes, that was a lot of work. I feel like that's actually more work than just attempting to do winged liner yourself and cleaning it up because that was very difficult to apply. I think I'm actually going to try a different liner to see maybe if a different liner will work better because I do feel like ColourPop's liner can be a little bit tricky to work with. Like it dries really fast. So maybe if we try a different liner, it'll work a little bit better. So I think I'm gonna use this one from IT Cosmetics. This is their Liner Love and Espresso. I haven't used this in quite a while. So we'll try this out with the large one and see. I mean, I don't think it looks bad. I think I was able to salvage it. I mean, I would have to go back in with more concealer and like a little bit more eyeshadow. So it's definitely a little bit more work, I think. But I'm gonna try it with a different eyeliner and see maybe it will make a difference. Maybe if you use something that doesn't dry as quickly, it'll work a little bit better. So I'm just gonna rinse or wipe off my brush here. We're gonna take the IT Cosmetics liner and see if we can get a better result. All right, here we go. I feel like that worked a little bit better, but I definitely did not get the angle right. That's like I don't know where that's going, but it's not going in a place that I like, you know what I mean? I want it to be more like out here. Oh girl, maybe we can try it again. Good thing I don't have any plans after this because this makeup is not staying on. Okay, let's try this again and maybe angle it a little bit better. Well, that's a little better. Look at that. I think it would be a little bit easier to work with if I wasn't filming myself doing it, you know? That actually does not look half bad. I feel like I would still need to angle it down just a hair because I don't like my wings going like straight up. I feel like it makes my eyes look weird. Go ahead and just try and fill it in. All right, that is what we're working with the long one. Obviously the like angle of it is off, but I think for the most part that's actually really good. I think it did a pretty decent job. I definitely feel like this is something that will take a little bit of getting used to get your perfect angle right, but I feel like with winged liner you kind of have to figure that out anyway. I do think you definitely need to find liners that work with it. Like I don't think every single liner is going to work well with it because the ColourPop liner dries really, really fast. So I feel like by the time I was able to put the stamp to my eye, it was already dried on the stamp so it wouldn't transfer to my actual skin. But I feel like the more you play around with it and the more you know exactly how to position it, the easier and faster you'll be at it, so you can use liners that dry a little bit more quickly, like with more ease. I definitely don't think it did a bad job. I was able to correct the little mistake that it did over here, and I actually think that the medium length is perfect. I do wish that the outer tail was just like a little little bit more pinpoint, but you can always go in with a little angled brush like this and just clean it up and make it a little bit more precise. Overall, the price I feel like is a little bit overpriced. Like 25 bucks for a stamp I feel like is kind of ridiculous. I think if they were priced more around $10 to $15, I could justify that a little bit more. But if you're somebody that really struggles with winged liner and you just want something that will give you a nice little guide, I definitely think that this is a good one. You will just need to practice. But with winged liner anyway, you need to practice because it's difficult. Like, it's not the easiest thing to do. But I think I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Like, once we switched over to a liner that, you know, didn't dry as fast and was a little bit easier to work with, I think it really did a nice job. I mean, I would of course have to go in and clean it up a little bit and angle it a little bit better, but I think it did an amazing job. I'm excited to play around with this a little bit more and try out different liners, different techniques. If you've tried out any winged liner stamps, let me know down below what you think of them, and let me know if you guys plan on trying these out. I'm really excited about this. I'm gonna play around with them a little bit more and definitely update you guys in future hits and misses. But that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did, and if you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe and click that little notification bell. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon in my next one. Bye!